Frequency Combo. I'm your host, Wes Hunt. As always, this is my co-host and big brother,
Juss Da God.
and this is the podcast where we spark blunt and conversation. This is episode 17. Now, I need this blunt for a long day on a plantation. But this episode, something like some just pure business. You know we go through in our future, like getting high here. We can talk about three different things. I know we both. One I know he probably not really too much person, but these two are which were you get the NBA, the NFL, and the WWF. And you got various questions from all of them. This is the first episode, but not really going against each other. Just who do you think is better and why, and you have to state your opinion. And a controversial topic, especially for the NBA one. But this is episode 1117. Like, share, subscribe, man, and check out the music on SoundCloud before we get started. We're gonna talk about that at the end too. Check out the music on SoundCloud and. We're gonna have more songs. We got a song on all the everywhere you can listen to music and stream music. So go check these out, like, share, and subscribe. Leave comments, start engaging more. But the first topic we'll be talking about is the NBA. NBA. Now I mean, but the first question on this topic. Name your top 5 best players of all time. NFL. Your top 5. I'm gonna read more. Your top 5 best players of all time. You gotta say what?
Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson.
So, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird.
Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson.
Two more.
Yeah.
I'm trying different people to make it a little more entertaining.
Steph Curry.
Oh, that's only top 5 of all time.
Yeah.
The
only other point guard thing greater than Steph Curry maybe fucking that. It is Magic Johnson.
Okay, so what else?
This is the hard one here. Because between my man number 8, Kobe Bryant, and to me that's like the great center of all time. You know what I mean? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So okay, I'll go with them. I'm gonna say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
So what you say? Give me a brief statement on why all of them. And you said to go back, his case, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, and no particular order. Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Steph Curry, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So why you think this is it's just for the fucking man? Why do you think Michael Jordan is one of the best players?
The way he was able to apply his dominance against people who were his peers who was just as good as him, but he always came out looking like he's a little better than them. The fact he was able to apply his will and his dominance to win for almost a whole decade, because out of 10 years, there's only 3 teams that won a championship during 10 years. The Pistons in 90. 89-90, the Houston Rockets, the 1-2, and the San Antonio Spurs in the end of the 90s. The Bulls dominated the whole 90s.
Yeah,
and
you know what
I'm saying? And now you take Michael with BJ, Horace, and that team ain't as great as the Dennis Rodman, you know what I mean? Dennis Rodman, Ron Harper, Steve Kerr, Tony Kukoc team, but they dominated. And the games were exciting. Sometimes it may look like it was close, but the Bulls, because Michael was always dominating and exerting his will and got his team to do the same. Larry Bird, and I'm going to do them simultaneously. Larry Bird and Michael got the same thing, but I just wanted to stick with Michael Wood. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson is the only 2 players I've seen play basketball and was able to.
So you're talking about the old school, gotta play the old school thing.
Had the mentality and the game. They had you know what I mean? Like, you see, take like basketball, right? Quick 1, 2, 3, in and out. Basketball, it's every sport. If you play football, you will know what I'm saying. In every sport, it's a sport based in skill, right? But in every,
I thought about it.
huh?
I fundamentals. No.
Every sport is a sport based in skill and fundamentals. Every fucking sport. It's a sport based in skill
Yeah, that's fine.
and fundamentals, right? So now, when you now saying that, right? I say, like, so you take somebody like LeBron James. In every sport, you're gonna get somebody who's greatly athletic, right? So I say take LeBron James. LeBron James is an intelligent player, one of the best players who know with the high basketball IQ. But what to me he lacks is what Magic and Bird had. Skills. They had no athletic ability, but they had skills and fundamentals. You understand what I'm saying? Skills and fundamentals and high IQ made them great basketball players. So that's why them. Steph Curry, because I ain't never seen nobody in my life shoot the fuck like Steph Curry, bro.
Yeah, nobody has.
Now, understand, like I was arguing with V earlier today, and you know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, but he folded in 4 times. I said, yeah, alright, man, fold 4.
Talking about
Steph.
I mean,
But I'm like, yo, bro, you fold 4 times in 10 years. He got 3 championships in 10
I don't think he's
years.
folded either. I just think he lost. Folding is like, you know what I mean, what Jules Randle did.
I don't think he folded neither, but I'm gonna say I went to give you that. But I'm saying, yo, bro, even if you say he folded, let's just talk about the man's skill set and fundamentals for a minute. He's he's the greatest shooter with the ball in his hand, greatest shooter without the ball in his hand, greatest shooter off the dribble, long range. Steph Curry.
So what about Magic? Why Magic?
I said Magic and Bird. Why?
Magic-
High
Magic-
IQ,
Magic-
fundamentals, and skills.
Kareem.
High IQ and the ability to play the game at a high level, even when you got almost like one of my favorite football players. Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying?
So he said Mike, Larry, Magic, Steph Curry. I cannot argue not one of those motherfuckers. And like, so I'm gonna switch it up for mine because like Mike and Larry, Magic, I think they should be in everybody's top 3. But mine is Kobe #1, not in a particular order, but Kobe is still my #1. It's my favorite player of all time. Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Isaiah Thomas, Kevin Durant. You know he's not one of my favorite players, but I think he can play in any era. That's one of the players I literally played in
I ain't arguing with nobody.
ever. And I'm not gonna lie, this may not be everybody's favorite, but Allen Iverson is one place for plays all
That's
time.
everybody's favorite, and that's not arguing.
I mean, to put him up, I know he probably, but yeah, those are my top 5. The reason I said Kobe Bryant, I could basically copy and paste what he said about Michael Jordan. Because that's who Kobe Bryant, motherfucker, which Kobe is like. But
will to win.
yeah, his will to win, his determination, the way he could turn it on and win a game by himself. And the biggest thing about Kobe Bryant, the same thing I love about Ray Lewis, which we'll be talking on in a minute, is that he's a great leader like Jordan. They could make other people better. Like, and make them take on his identity, his will to win, his toughness. That thing he had in the 4th quarter, you know, he passed the ball to him, sitting in Magic and Jordan. That thing they have, man, it's unbeatable. And Kobe's the mamba. He got to the mamba mode, he's taking things out. But as Shaq,
dominant big man.
Exactly. I never got to see Kareem, but I see
the
Shaq.
Most dominant big
He's
man
the most dominant big man I've
ever
ever seen in my life.
Most dominant
He used
big
to
man.
he used to annihilate everybody. And he had moves. He's a big man that can go coast to coast. With the ball, I seen him go coast to coast a few times. Now I mean like so this guy Shaq. This guy Shaq, man, he was the best big man I've ever seen.
I think Shaq hit, to be honest with you, my personal opinion, if Shaq had ever developed some real post moves, how to hit a free throw, he would have been probably the best basketball player that ever
Shaq
played
got
the
great,
game.
like 2 feet away from the game, post moves, the black
I
toe,
mean,
he could dunk with like
force. He plays with force and power. The
he's
most
a force.
powerfulest big man ever seen. But listen to me.
Elijah Wan was more of the finesse.
Yeah, but if Shaq had that, and they would have hit a free throw, he would have been the greatest basketball player that ever fucking played. Yeah, bro, think about it.
Because he was too dominant.
Fast.
He was too dominant.
Power.
Strong.
Athletic. You know what I'm saying? And knew the game of basketball.
He had hops when he was young too.
If he kept his body conditioned, if he developed a shot like Patrick Ewing, developed how to do a little bit of post-up moves like Elijah Wan, and hit the fucking free throws like Pat Ewing, he would probably have been the most dominant fucking basketball player to ever play. Think about how many times Shaq went to the line. Shaq would have 40 or 40 fucking points and be at the line and miss them free throws. If he hit them free throws, how much points did he leave in the game every game with? 55, 60 points? That's my point, man.
That's too much. That's why you have that.
That's my point, man. Man, that's when you say you got. That's when you having the Michael and the Mamba in you. If you had the Michael and the Mamba in him, boy, he would have got that.
Yeah, because he had the work ethic.
Yeah, the work ethic that Michael and the Mamba had.
That's why I say Kobe and Jordan.
Yeah.
He's gonna beat them niggas. Isaiah Thomas. Point guard, the scorer, point guard, destroy you, handle, fucking tough as nails, great leader. Like, he destroyed. He just destroyed it. And I know a lot about Isaiah Thomas, my big brother John. That was one of his favorite things where he highlights, you got the highlights, so I got to know Isaiah Thomas is a beast. I mean, like, Isaiah Thomas, if you don't know about Isaiah Thomas, Bad Boys Pistons, Joe Dumars and them niggas, like, yeah, man.
I watched Isaiah Thomas.
I know, live. I mean,
I watched it.
A lot. That must be crazy.
My nigga. You gotta understand, I was a Michael Jordan fan. When Michael Jordan was just lose all the time. And everybody would be like, he ain't gonna win. I used to watch Isaiah bust his ass.
Yeah, but that's all in the last dance.
You understand what I'm saying? I used to watch Isaiah give it to them. Give it to the Bulls.
The reason I say Kevin Durant,
KD's the man.
it's just like, I don't get a big fan of this nigga, but I'm just saying the nigga got his playing style can translate through any era.
That nigga plays like fucking George the Ice King Gervin, my
that's everybody
nigga.
compare him to. I've been to that.
Nigga, footwork, the way that nigga go up, the dribble, finger roll.
He's our modern day Jordan.
And I ain't gonna lie, I think what's underrated, I think you know what the fuck is underrated about KD? You know what I'm saying? It's his fucking defense. I think his defense is underrated.
You know why? Because
I don't know if he's gonna beat Denver, but
I'm
I think his
not
defense is
saying he's
underrated.
a great defensive player, but he puts effort.
No, yeah, because he blocks shots.
Yes, he puts effort in defense.
Yeah, he does. But I like KD a lot too.
I'll say that.
Yeah, that's my man, my nigga.
He's unguardable. That's right. Nobody, not Jordan, nobody could stay in front of this guy. Nobody could guard this nigga. Nobody could lock him down. He was 6 feet, going in the paint, 160 or 65, 170, going in the paint, banging, playing on injuries. And he changed the whole culture. Like Vic did from football. He changed the whole culture of basketball.
I fuck the game up right now. I fuck the game up right now.
He brought hip hop into basketball.
I fuck the game up right now. If Allen Iverson was 6'7", like Michael and Kobe, 6'6", 6'7", with work ethic, he would have been better than both.
That's what they came from the Kobe Mike.
Yo, bro.
That's what they killed.
Yeah, they made weather. They made weather basketball.
That's why they killed everybody. And they work ethic is just too.
But if Kobe, if AI had that, and he was a little taller, he would have been the most dominant fucking guard,
even if he just put the work ethic in, without being a little taller.
I say only a little taller because height matters. That's why you get injured so much.
He's still getting 27.
Yeah, 27 taking mega shots.
But
not even hitting a lot of them going to the free throw line.
No, but that's what you do.
I love AI. Nothing negative, nothing bad said about Allen.
The only thing I do not say about
him and Spiro is my favorite guards in the fucking 90s.
And Spiro had the same inflection. The only thing I got to never say
about
in the late
90s, him and Spiro was
my
my
favorite
favorite guard.
Bro. They work ethic. They work ethic could have been better. I'm not going to lie. I love Ivo, but and Vic in the beginning. And when he became old days, Vic got better. But Vic, he could have been probably the best quarterback ever. If his work ethic was like Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. Oh my, who could Vic been? But that's my top 5. And if you want to be honest, I'll give you all them top 5. But name the top best 3 teams of all time.
Basketball?
Basketball.
It was Bulls, Knicks, and Golden State.
The mine is Golden State.
No.
Golden State.
Because I first of all, I fell in love with Golden State with Street and Hardaway, Gaffney, Joe Smith, and all of them because I was able to create my player. This guy in 96, I played with him in 95, and in 96 he created a player, and I put my creative player on that team. So I was a big fan of Golden State from that. And then when Golden State got Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, I was a fan of Steph Curry and Klay off the facts of their last names. You know what I'm saying? And Mark Jackson was coaching the team, and I liked them. And then I started watching Steph and Klay play, and I used to tell people, these niggas is dangerous. And then they started winning. So I like them like I like the Bulls from the beginning. They just not, you know what I mean? In New York, I just liked them when Sprewell and them came. I didn't like the early Knicks. I was a Bulls fan in the early 90s. When Sprewell and them came, that's when I liked the Knicks. With Larry Johnson, Spree, Camby. I love Camby when that nigga was, I love Camby when that, you know what I'm saying? I almost say I think it was UMass. I love Camby when he played against Duncan. You know what I mean? Even though Duncan gave it to him in that game, Slug Marcus since college. I love Street versus Golden State. You know what I'm saying? Allen Houston was dope in Detroit, and I loved Larry Johnson in Charlotte. So I became a big Knicks fan. You know what I'm saying? And the Bulls, I was a Jordans fan, only because, you know, I grew up in the 80s, man. I was a kid in the 80s, and in the 80s when Michael Jordan, man, everybody played baseball. That's all we played.
Yeah.
And then Michael came, and the shit changed. And everybody wanted to play basketball. And he's still in the mid 80s now, and then Michael ain't the man, but he be coming there. And then the dunk contest, and that was a wrap.
Different people now?
Yeah, and the one before that, and then that one leading into that. Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? Me and Vaughn watched that. Me and Vaughn saw that shit in '89 on Disney Dazzling, on the Disney Dazzling Dunk tape. Most like you seen that shit too.
Thousands of times.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I seen that shit when I bought that shit in '89. You know what I'm saying? That shit, and I was in love from that point on with basketball and the Bulls.
I ain't gonna lie, man. For this question right here, I'm gonna have to go with one team that he said Bulls, because the Bulls team is I'm taking my personal opinion. I'm just going with the best teams in my opinion. They did it the best, like Bulls, because you know that's self-explanatory, man. Jordan, that Pippen, that Robin team in before, the Brown Harper, the Horace Grant, whatever team you want to pick, them 6 strings that run, like I said, we had the whole '90s. That's one of the best teams that ever did it in NBA history. Lakers, pick whatever Lakers team you want. Will Chamberlain, fuck Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kobe Bryant, Shaq, Paul Gasol, whatever Lakers, they had a great organization for trillions of years. Whatever team went with them, that Lakers organization, they had some of the best teams in history. Jazz, because we just talked about this other day, my big brother, Phil, big brother John. From 1989 to like 2020, he was going to the playoffs or some shit like that. Like, that's insane. When you think about that, that's insane. They've been a competitive team.
1989 to 19, when they played the book, 1998, straight, all the time.
And still, as recent like you just
oh, they go now. They didn't go back. They didn't make it this year.
I'm just looking at this as recent as 2020. Like I said, they've been going to the playoffs for